Again, welcome to my channel, Eternal Journey. I welcome you to this channel and please like and subscribe the channel. I am Jagdish. For quite some time now, I am on this channel and many meditational and other chapters of Bhagavad Gita I have given in this YouTube channel, Eternal Journey. For last few days, we have been talking about Bhagavad Gita. Today again, I will go on chapter 1 to 8. Initial chapters I'll cover not in much detail because for last 2-3 days we have already spoken and seen those chapters. Now, if I give you a small introduction of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad means God and Gita means song, so the meaning becomes Song of the Lord. It's a song of the Lord. This Bhagavad Gita is a part of larger epic book Mahabharata, which was written by Ved Vyas ji some 5,000 years back in India. That book is still one of the most common, most widely read and most widely revered book in the world. And in that Bhagavad Gita, in that Mahabharata epic, Bhagavad Gita is a part of it. Bhagavad Gita has got 18 chapters and about 700 verses. Bhagavad Gita is a discourse between Lord Krishna, the reincarnation of Lord Vishnu. There are three mighty deities in the Indian mythology. They are Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Brahma. So Lord Vishnu's reincarnation on earth in the form of Krishna is depicted in this Bhagavad Gita, who is talking to his disciple, his friend Arjuna. What happens is a battle ensues in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, wherein the two armies of Pandavas on one side and Kauravas on the other side are standing against each other. That is the time when in chapter 1, Krishna and Arjuna are in the battlefield. And Arjuna tells Krishna, "Oh Krishna, take my chariot to the battlefield, center of the two armies, so that I know who all are there to fight against me." And when Krishna takes the chariot in the middle of the two armies, Arjuna sees his relatives there and decides not to fight against them. He keeps his bow and arrow on the chariot and says, "Govind, I will not fight." Then starts the second chapter, wherein Lord Krishna says, "Oh Arjuna, this is not worthy of you. You are a warrior, you are a great soldier, you are a brave man, you are a hero, you are a leader. People look towards you as the most brave and worthy soldier. If you do not fight, you will get dishonor in turn. And for a soldier or a brave man or for a warrior, dishonor is more than dying." Then Arjuna says, "How can I lift my bow and arrow against people like Bhishma and Drona, who have been my grandfather, great grandfather, and teacher, my master, my Guru Dronacharya? How can I fight against them? It's better to beg in the world and live in the world. I even don't know what is good, whether to kill them or to be killed by them. Please, O Lord Krishna, you are my Guru, you are my master. I seek your guidance. Please guide me as to what is to be done, whether I should fight or I should not." That is the time Krishna tells Arjuna, "Oh Arjuna, believe me, These bodies are souls. There is a soul in each and every one of them, and the soul never dies. Soul cannot be cut with a weapon. Soul cannot be burnt. It cannot be made wet by water, or it cannot be dried. When the body grows old, when the body grows old, it changes to the new body because that old body is incapable of carrying the journey of the soul. The way we change our clothes, the way we change our old clothes, worn out clothes, for the new clothes. Similarly, the soul, when it sees body is no longer capable of handling me, the body dies and the soul goes to another body. So you cannot kill these people. Trust me. So go and fight. Soul will always be living. Soul is unborn, eternal. It has got no beginning, no middle, and no end. So keep fighting. It is your dharma, it is your duty. Perform your duty. Duty without desire. Don't expect victory or defeat in this battle. Your job is to fight and do that. You are supposed to fight. Whatever you do in this world, offer it to me. I will give you the fruits of those actions. I am the giver of fruits. Your duty is only to perform the work that is assigned to you by me. This is the mistake most of us do. We think if I do this, I will gain material benefits in this world. But that is not correct because the senses are taking you towards the outward, towards the world. And the more you go to outside toward the world, the more you will suffer. To stay away from suffering, the way is of, the path is of Nishkam Karm, that is the third chapter. In third chapter, Nishkam Karm Yoga, or the work without desiring the fruits of the actions, desiring, doing the work without desiring the results of the action. That is Nishkam Karma Yoga. That is what is we are supposed to do. In third chapter, God tells Arjuna, be a self-realized man. Keep doing your karma and realize it yourself. In which I will not allow incoming calls to disturb me and disturb you. But I apologize for this mistake, and soon I will find out a way for this. So God says, how, now in my words, friends, how do you offer your work to God, and how do you not desire the results of the activities that you have done? Supposing you are a student, you are supposed to study, or supposing you are a businessman, you are doing business. First, first of all, before beginning the work, just offer it to God by a small prayer, saying, "Oh Lord, you have given me this duty. I am performing it as per your directions, guidance. Please accept this offer from me, and then start the job." Even while working, keep thinking of God, keep chanting for God, and think that you are doing it for the Lord. At the end of the work, say, God, I have done it. Now make me capable of accepting good or bad, whatever comes out of it. I will accept it happily and give me that capability of acceptance. This is how, friends, we can offer our duty to God and not desire for the results of the activities that we have done during the day. King Janak. Let me tell you about King Janak. King Janak is a great mythological, renowned, God realized and soul realized person. He was a king, yet he was with God at all times because apart from during doing his duties, he always thought of God. He was always in God remembrance. He was one of the greatest devotees of God in his time or duration. That's why King Janak is still revered. Even while working, he was a liberated man. He was a self-realized man because whatever he used to do, he used to think, I am doing it for God. And that is what I tell you. Whatever you do, offer it to God. In chapter 3, before we conclude chapter 3, God says, control your senses, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the smell, the taste, and the touch with the mind. Mind is superior to senses, and mind is inferior to intellect. आपकी बुद्धि से कम आपका मन है. And superior to senses, mind, and buddhi or intellect is the soul which rests in our hearts. So, God soul. With the soul, control your mind, intellect, and body, and be in the soul realization or self realization. When you start knowing your soul, when your soul starts guiding you to the path of truth, to the path of correctness, to the path of bliss, to the path of joy, to the path of goodness, you will be a realized man. A self realized man is always contented. Remember, God tells in Bhagavad Gita, live in bare minimum necessities. Don't try to be in a luxurious environment. If you are already in that environment, most welcome. But if you are not, do not worry. God teaches live in bare minimum necessities, as I told you about Janak, King Janak. Though he was a king, but living as a king, he was a saint, he was a rishi, he was an ascetic, and that is how you have to live. If you are in an aristocratic environment, then even there live with very simplicity and normal behavior should be there, and you should not be falling prey to the luxurious life. In chapter 4, God says, I delivered the knowledge of God realization, soul realization, self realization to the gods first. Lord Krishna says, in the beginning of the millennium, in the beginning of the creation, I gave the knowledge of God realization to the gods like in and others. And they in turn passed it to kings and sages. And subsequently it went on from one to other by the word of mouth. But in the due course of time, this knowledge was this knowledge got lost in passing to others. And that's why discrimination and word discrimination, caste discrimination, other things came up. And ultimately, what happened was the true knowledge was lost. Now, the same knowledge which I gave in the beginning of the millennium, O Arjun, I am giving it to you now today. Hear this from me and give this knowledge to all those who are worthy. Never give it to those people who are not worthy. The knowledge of God realization is to be given only to the worthy people. So in chapter 4, Lord Krishna says, millennium to millennium, whenever there is rise in adharma, whenever there is rise in irreligion, dharma does not mean religion. It means the correct way of living, the righteous people, the pious people, all those people who are wanting to live a good and a truthful life. Whenever there is decline in them and incline in the adharma or the inappropriate ways of living, the incorrect people or wrong people rise. When the dharma declines and adharma increases, I take reincarnation in this on this earth again and again to help who are suffering, the right people who are suffering, and to diminish, to destroy the people who are living wrongly. Like in earlier period, Rama had taken reincarnation to kill Ravana because adharma was winning at that time. Ravana had become too powerful. Similarly, when millennium to millennium, when the right mode of living declines and the incorrect mode of living increases, I reincarnate to liberate the good people and kill the wrong people. In chapter 4 itself, there is a beautiful and wonderful meditational technique which has been given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. Now, friends, remember this Bhagavad Gita has been written by sage Vedvyas 5000 years back. So he knew this technique. Since ancient times, these techniques are coming down, and it has been noted down also in Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 4, verse 29, Lord Krishna says, keep looking at the incoming and outgoing breath, though only a fraction of it has been given here. Reason being, the complete technique is to be given only to the worthy people. So if you are worthy people, you know this technique. However, in my videos on my channel Eternal Journey, I given many videos on meditation. You can use them for your upliftment. Here again, little bit I'll explain about this technique. When you are watching the incoming and outgoing breath, chant Shivo Hum, Shivo Hum. Close your eyes and chant Shivo Hum, Shivo Hum. With each incoming breath, feel feel the white clouds going in. Imagine white clouds going in and black clouds coming out. Shivoham. This is the breathing technique of meditation. It has been given in Bhagavad Gita and I also preach it. I am also a meditational expert. For a number of years, I have been practicing yoga and meditation. That's why I can tell you with confidence and with authority that please follow this technique, you will be benefited. Again and again, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, "O Arjun, stand and fight. You don't have to run away from your duty. Duty should never be abandoned. Duty should always be done." Bhagavad Gita has nowhere said, meditate and forget your duty. It has always said, your duty, your dharma, your work is of utmost importance. That has been explained in chapter 3 and 5. Both are chapters on Karma Yoga, the duty of the individual. Duty of the individual has to be performed, it has never to be left. Offer results to me mentally. God says, offer your results to me mentally. You don't have to renounce the work, just offer their results. Don't don't expect results in return of what you do. See a Brahman, a knowledgeable person, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a poor person as equal. God has again and again emphasized in Bhagavad Gita, treat everyone equally, whosoever he may be, your friend, your enemy, your relative, be equipoised in goodness and badness, happiness and unhappiness, heat and cold, summer and winter, whatever be the circumstances, be equipoised, be balanced. Do not fall prey to these happiness and unhappiness. Follow whatever is balanced nature. If you work, if you recreate, your recreation, your sleeping, your eating, everything should be in a balanced manner. Never sleep less nor sleep more. Neither eat less nor eat more. Similarly, your friend, your enemy, honor, dishonor, respect, disrespect, everything has to be seen equally and be equally poised. If somebody dishonors you, do not worry for that. Do not keep thinking about that. Do not waste your time on that. Just think it has come to me from God and I'm still happy the way I was earlier. Though it is difficult. If somebody disrespects you, if somebody dishonors you, it is difficult to forget that. But the way of forgetting it is following meditation. Meditate the way I have just told you. Meditate for 10 to 15 minutes in the morning and meditate for 10 to 15 minutes in the evening. Soon, whatever aspect is disturbing you, you will get away from that. In chapter 5 also there is one more technique of meditation which has been given there. It is looking between the eyebrows, the kutas, the third eye, the spiritual eye, the sixth sense. So close your eyes, focus your attention on the between the eyebrows. This technique has been given in verse 27, chapter 5. Bhrumadhya. God says Bhrumadhya. Bhru means eyebrows and Madhya means center. So between the eyebrows, focus there. Now focusing here means focusing your mind, your attention, your concentration. Do not allow your mind to wander away from here. Keep it focused there. Do these two techniques 10 to 15 minutes morning, evening, and you will be benefited. And in chapter 6, the meditation chapter, it is known as Dhyan Yoga chapter or the chapter on meditation. Lord says again, again and again, at innumerable places, Lord has said, do your duty without desiring the results for your duty. Whether it is victory or defeat, stand and fight. Again and again, Lord Krishna has said, you should stand and fight, it is your duty. Follow your duty. So, friends, whatever and wherever and whichever condition you are, you have to follow your duty. Now, controlling the mind is of utmost importance. Krishna has emphasized on this aspect. Concentrate on focusing the mind and controlling it and bringing it under your control through intellect and soul. Because mind, when it is under our control, when it functions as per what we want, it becomes our biggest friend. And when it is uncontrolled and when it is functioning on its own, it controls our body and other things and activities and desires. It becomes our greatest enemy. So mind is our greatest friend and mind is our greatest enemy. You have to decide whether you want to make mind your friend or enemy. Mind is very, very powerful. You know how far it can reach in no time and how far it can take you within no time. You can easily control senses with the help of mind also. Lord Krishna says in Gita, When the senses are focused outward, they will take you towards trouble. Focus them inwards, guide them with your soul. And whenever you feel your senses are pulling you outward towards the world, just pull them inward the way a tortoise pulls its limbs and head inside its shell to protect itself. Similarly, to protect yourself, you should pull all these senses inside. In chapter 6, the chapter on meditation, Dhyan Yoga, God gives one more technique here of meditation, looking at the tip of the nose. Close your eyes and focus your attention on the tip of the nose. Verse 13. Shlok 13 says, look at the tip of the nose and remain there. So, three techniques I have given you. One was in fourth chapter, one was in fifth, and one was in sixth chapter. Follow these techniques 10 to 15 minutes morning, 10 to 15 minutes evening without fail, and see your life changing within 2 to 3 months. See your world changing, see yourself changing, see you becoming self realized. Again, God has emphasized on self realization in Bhagavad Gita. That will only happen when you do Nishkam Karma, that is, work without desiring the results. That will happen when you meditate. That will happen when you chant the name of God. That is mantra jap, chanting the name of God. Or bhajans, singing bhajans, chanting rhymes. And when you read scriptures, that is how you will become self realized. So, this was chapter 6. Coming on to chapter 7. Chapter 7 says, out of one, Lord Krishna says, out of thousands of people, one tries to know me. And out of those thousands who try to know me, only one finds me, only one reaches me. So, friends, it is that difficult. God realization or self realization, though said easily, but very, very difficult to achieve. Out of thousands and thousands, only one reaches God. God says, I am the origin, I am the cause of origin and cause of destruction of this universe. At the beginning of the millenniums, I create this universe, and at the end of millenniums, I destroy this world, this universe. And this cycle takes place again and again. I am beyond this universe. Everything rests in me. The way in the sky air rests. Similarly, everything rests in me. Everything is in me and I am in everything. God says, I am above the three modes of nature. Now, friends, we as humans and animals also, we are guided by three modes of nature. They are Rasic, Sattvic, and Tamasic. The good, the bad, and a mixture of both, or the middle path. The righteous, the wrong, and the mixture. The correct, the wrong, and the mixture, or the middle path. Up, down, and middle. These three modes always guide human beings, and they cause him to perform various activities in a particular manner. Whatever you do in your life, you will be governed by these three modes of nature, the sattvic, the rasic, and the tamasic. And God says, I am above these three modes. They cannot regulate me. In fact, they are part of the nature, and nature regulates the animals and humans. God says in many places in Bhagavad Gita, I rest in your hearts. I rest in the hearts of all living beings. So, the place of God in the body is, of course, each and every particle, but his place, most famous place, or his abode is the heart. Coming on to chapter 8, Akshar Brahma Yoga chapter. Brahma means God, the formless God. Of course, he has form also and he is formless also. So, the purpose of human beings on this earth The purpose of living beings on this earth is to be with God ultimately after taking birth again and again. In each life, we meditate, we devote ourselves to God, we surrender our work to Him, and finally, after thousands of births and rebirths, we finally go to Him, go to Brahm, go to God. God says, I have already told you the technique of meditating between the eyebrows. In chapter 8, God says, when one meditates between the eyebrows at the time of the death, he is liberated from this world. He doesn't come back to this world. So, if you want to get liberated, you don't have to be doing something extraordinary. Follow the path of Bhagavad Gita. Read Bhagavad Gita as much as possible. I try and read it as much as possible. Almost every day I try to read it. And whatever good or bad I learn, bad I keep with me. Good I try to give it to you. Hope you like it and your life also changes and you pick up the book of Bhagavad Gita and start changing your life. Remember, though we can find God with any path, be it bhakti marg, the path of devotion, be it knowledge path, the path of Gyan, be it the path of meditation, Dhyan marg, or be it the Nishkam Karma Yoga. You can find God with any one. But remember, only one, it's difficult to be at only one path. So, generally, we take help from other paths also. So a yogi is also a devotee. He is also a karma yogi. He is also a knowledgeable person. He also reads scriptures. He sits in the company of saints and sages and rishis and ascetics and tries to purify his body, mind, and soul. Again in chapter 8, Lord gives one more technique of meditation. He says, concentrate on the heart chakra. Now, friends, there are 7 chakras in the body, starting from the base of the spine, which is known as the Muladhara chakra, the basal chakra. Then coming up, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, Swadhisthana, Vishuddhi, Agya Chakra, and Sahasrara. So 7 chakras are there in the body, and out of this, Lord has given this technique. You meditate on your heart chakra. Since I practice meditation morning, evening, I do like to talk about meditation and especially the aspects of meditation which have been taught in Bhagavad Gita. They are all wonderful techniques. These techniques are used even today. Many yoga gurus, meditation gurus teach these techniques and they are still prevalent in the world. Of course, these techniques are from ancient India to even today's modern world. As I said, when we meditate, we don't only meditate, we take help from other paths also. So I read Bhagavad Gita as scripture. I chant devotional songs. I can play harmonium to some extent. I chant God's name on my harmonium. You must have seen the shorts on my YouTube channel, Eternal Journey, wherein I have been playing some bhajans also. Hope you like today's video and I expect to see you soon again, maybe tomorrow. I spent good time with you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, subscribe it, go to my channel Eternal Journey and see lot of meditation videos there. See lot of knowledge on Bhagavad Gita which has been given there. Have a good night. Thank you very much. Bye bye.